Welcome to Beer Corner USA's Beers of the Week. I'm Chris Bettini, and I got a little bit of a voice going out of me, so bear with me. But our buddy Mike has moved to Latvia, so welcome in our new manager of Beertopia, Patrick.
Hi.
Patrick, when did you start with Beertopia?
I started in March of 2013, so it's been a little over 6 months now.
Yeah. This just shows you what a guy who knows a lot about beer and has a passion for it can do in a very short time. Now, you and your wife moved here from Bay Area, right?
Right, Oakland, California. We were working at the Whole Foods down there. I was working under the beer buyer in the beer department at Whole Foods, kind of where I got my love of craft beer started.
Nice.
So.
And now you're in a great spot at Beertopia.
Exactly, the best spot.
I told Pat, I said, why not introduce him to you guys, not only just by what he's done, but how about through the beer styles he likes. So we're going to try 3 of Pat's favorite beers over in Beertopia and give him a whirl.
My first beer pick is Ichtegem's Grand Cru from Brouwerij, Strubbe, located in Ichtegem, Belgium, founded in 1830. This one comes in at 6.5% ABV.
All right. So you are a sour fan.
I love sours.
This is, when I was looking the things up just before we did our episode, I did not realize, I knew the brewery had been around for a long time, but this recipe was brand new as of 2006. So 7th generation family brewer wanted to make something different. What do you like about this beer?
I like how much like red wine it is, just because at Whole Foods we sold wine too, and I don't usually drink wine, but I like it when a beer can kind of take on some of the characteristics of other alcohols, like bourbon barrel things, or when they age it in wine barrels. I also like how dry this is, and obviously how sour it is. I love sour beers.
For a Flemish red, you're right, it is quite dry. A lot of your Flemish reds have that nice sweet malty body,
right,
and it's still there, but this is really nice at how more dry and the sour tartness plays off.
Kind of balances it out.
Boy, I really like the Flemish reds.
Quite delicious.
Now, what made you try this beer? Just trying through sours?
Yeah, just kind of going down the line. I started at the bottom with the Monk's Cafe and kind of started trying to get my taste buds acclimated to the sour beers. And this is kind of one of my top sour beers in the store right now.
It's not only available over in Beertopia, but we have it in Max and Joe's in bottles. So if you come on down to Beer Corner and you want to give it a shot, whether you're visiting the store or in the bar, give it a ring. Cheers, Pat.
Cheers.
Great first pick.
My second pick is the Straffe Brews Triple from House Brouwerij de Half Moon, located in Bruges, Belgium, founded in 1856. This one comes in at 9% ABV.
All right. On to our next tasty beverage. Now, what makes you pick this for your favorite, second favorite beer?
Well, I'm a big fan of Belgian beers, as you probably already know with our first pick there. I really enjoy triples, and this is one that is quite fantastic. Just a lot of kind of caramel flavors in there, kind of bright tropical flavors. It's just a really drinkable triple at 9%. I really enjoy it.
I love those beers that are drinkable at 9%,
right?
This is kind of a neat beer for me, having been to Bruges a few times, 3 times to be exactly, and visited the brewery once.
Nice pillowy head.
Straffe used to be in Bruges, and then the brewery went defunct. The brand was bought by another brewery. That brewery went defunct, and De Hofmann, which was the only brewery left in Bruges, bought the recipe and brought it back home. So it is now once again made in Bruges.
Very cool.
Yeah. It's also got a crescent moon on it, which is kind of one of the reasons why you can get bottles of this in Max and Joe's. And we've had it on draft before in here, and it was a huge hit on draft. Boy, that breadiness, but it's not too sweet. It's got a wonderful carbonation.
Just a little bit of alcohol warmness in there, just enough to
know that it's a triple, but not like, oh my gosh, it's 9%.
Right.
It's a great beer. When Pat said he was pulling his different beers, I was like, oh, wow, there's things I didn't realize you liked as much as I did. Great beer. Cheers to that one.
Cheers.
I could just sit here and drink this and not talk
right.
about it.
And the last pick is the Narwhal Imperial Stout from Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, out of Chico, California, founded in 1980. This one comes in at 10.2% ABV. 2.
All right, last one. Good thing we saved the big one for the end, right?
Right.
Wow, look at that.
Dark as midnight.
This is one of my favorite beers too. I know it's brand new. Sierra Nevada just kind of changed up their packaging, dropped Bigfoot down to the 4-pack and created this high elevation series. And you've got this, and you've got the Optimum and the Bigfoot now. And when this came out last winter, man, I couldn't even, it was gone before I realized how good it was. And I had like one 4-pack. We had it on draft, and oh, this is a fantastic beer.
It's great.
From the website, a line that stands out is, it is a beast of maltiness. And it is. It's got so much malt to this beer.
A little bit of espresso in there too.
But it's balanced, and you got, like you said, that coffee, that chocolate, that cocoa, that just all those warming, big malty flavors from a dark beer. But yet, at 10.2%, this beer is so balanced. Like, I think I tasted more booze off the 9%er than I did off this 10.2.
I would agree. This is very subdued as far as
This is perfect
goes.
as we're getting into the wintertime. This is the kind of beer as a new dad that you can have one and enjoy yourself because one bottle will at least set you good.
Right, you can still change diapers after one bottle.
But you can kind of not have to worry about drinking 3 beers. You can just have one 10.2.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. This is great beer. So now that you're running the show in Beertopia, what do you want to maybe try to see? Is there any wish? I mean, we know it's always hard to get a brewery to come. Right. But you've lived in other places. If you could bring one brewery that's not here yet, what would you bring?
Probably, I really like Ninkasi out of Eugene, Oregon a lot. They do a lot of good beers.
That's a good brewery.
Bell's would be phenomenal to get
Another
here in
one of
Nebraska. Alaskan does some good beers too.
So now if you like those beers and you know what kind of beers Pat likes, you can go pick his brain over in Beertopia and say, what should I try now? What's new? What's hot? What's good? It's a good time to be getting good beer. We got so much new stuff with the founders coming here at the beginning of December. Right. And you say Ninkasi, I do know a little secret that'll be kind of let out of the bag in the late spring. One of our Beer Odyssey Adventures U.S. week-long trip, we're heading to Oregon and we will head to Ninkasi.
Very cool.
Good times.
Very cool.
Patrick, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Chris.
You'll see a lot of Patrick around. Hopefully he'll be joining me too, because I can't do this by myself all the time. It's a lot of beer to drink.
I'll try to help.
All right.
I'll try to help you drink the beer, Chris.
It's a hard job, but we have to do it.
In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, our